Welcome. You have arrived to the Hefty Girls podcast.
And we're on.
Hey, girls.
Hey, Hefties.
Welcome back to another one. We won't shut up. Another episode of Hefty Girls podcast. And today, my friends, do we have a treat for you?
Do we have a show for you? What's that from?
I don't know.
VeggieTales.
Okay, you're done. It's Coachella. It's Coachella Roundup debrief episode. We've been talking about Coachella for probably the last 3 months, and now it finally happened, and we have all the tea to fill you girls in on.
And unfortunately, some of the tea we can't fill them in on.
Yeah, that is true. Some of the tea we will have to keep to ourselves, but I've got plenty to share that you guys won't even notice the one that's missing.
Exactly.
Also, I had the birthday party of my freaking dreams this week. Was that after last episode?
Yeah.
I went to, I already talked about Scottsdale, but yeah, I feel like I've lived 12 lives in the past week.
Same.
And we're here.
Back on the couch.
Back on the mic.
With two sisters.
Back on the mic.
Two sisters, one cup.
And you want to know something? I just tried to order Chipotle literally 5 times on the Chipotle app. Charged my card 5 times. None of them worked. And so then I had to go order it on the DoorDash app. And it just got delivered right as we're starting to
Did you try to
record.
update the app?
Pissing me off. I did update the app.
When you texted me that, were you
And
trying
now
to
I'm
get
going to be thinking about Chipotle for the rest of the episode. And I have to wait an hour to eat it. It's the worst day
Tell
of
the
my
Hefties
life.
that you'll do it for them, though.
But I'll do it for you guys.
Yeah, you
I
guys
mean,
are
I guess.
so worth it.
I guess. Also, I got this new cute little sweatsuit set on if anybody even cares. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay. She don't like it. I was going to wear sunglasses,
I do like it.
but I was going to get, I was scared I was going to get Gabi impersonator comments because I already get enough of them.
Because you guys have the same name.
We have the same cadence in our voice apparently too. Allegedly.
I mean, that's not a bad,
Gabi.
She actually has been getting in trouble this last week on social media. Have you seen it?
What's she been doing? That silly girl.
She was reaming her ex, the guy that she dated on The Bachelorette, being like, have you guys seen his videos? And honestly, she's so valid. And like, God forbid.
His TikToks?
God forbid a girl talks bad about her ex.
No, literally. God forbid a girl have hobbies. Like,
Please.
get off my girl Gagi's back.
No,
Let her breathe.
Clayton made like a whole video being like,
He's gay, no?
No. Different guy. He's like, this is bullying. Like, this is.
One thing I realized this week, I am not a reality TV girl. Macy at Coachella, she's like, oh my God, there's so-and-so from The Bachelor. Oh my God, the Love Island girls. Oh my God, look, it's da-da-da. I'm like, huh? Who? And everybody that I would point out, she's like, I don't know who that is. I'm like, Alex Casani, bitch. You don't know Alex Casani?
She did not know.
No, she did.
Okay, please.
But I was like, look, it's Paris Global. She's like, who? I'm like, no, look. I'm
Paris,
like,
Paris Global.
Somebody, please.
Choreographed.
She's
Lady Gaga's set. Did
yes,
you see
I
that?
know. Of course
and
she
they
did.
gave her
Of course she did.
roses at the beginning of the show and said, creative, directed, and choreographed by Lady Gaga and Paris Global. That was the first thing at Coachella that it said on the screen.
Well, period.
And you know, I said,
I know.
if anybody's wondering, me and Paris Global have worked together on set for a Fenty Beauty commercial.
But she don't give a shit about you.
Oh, she does.
How you know that? She follow you?
No, she never said one word to me.
Yeah, exactly. I freaking knew it. She seems like a diva is a female version of a hustler to me.
Oh,
she's
let
like
me tell you.
shades on. She had a huge posse around her. I'm like, oh, period.
Yeah. It was like one of my first ever big modeling shoots. And at the time, I didn't have a modeling agent or anything.
She a fellow hefty. I don't think she wants to be part of the plus size community, but she is. She a thickie.
She ticks that box.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't think she like wants to be associated with us. But I'm
No,
like,
I think she just
hey, fellow hefty. But she's like, bitch.
You think I'm
She's
big?
like this. She like flicks me off her fucking shoes. She's like, get out of my way.
No.
That's how I imagine her.
When she was on set, they were doing her makeup. I was like,
If nobody knows who we're talking about, Paris Global is like a really famous choreographer
Mm-hmm.
who does like, she did like Rihanna's halftime performance. Like she did Lady Gaga's Abracadabra music video. Any performance that has sick choreography, 9 times out of 10, it's Paris Global.
And she also is like a public figure. Like she does social media brand deals.
Right.
Like she's just like, she models. Like she's
Right.
cool. So we were on set for Fenty and it was like for their mascara and stuff. Then she's getting her makeup done. And like we were hired as models. Like when you're a model, you don't say anything. You just like, you're there.
Emma, go.
Sorry. Gabby's distracting me. Why?
That loud ass sound.
Someone said you can't hear it.
Okay.
Gabby's doing her dishes. Look
Go,
at you.
Emma.
No, and she was like telling the makeup artist, she's like, no, not that lip liner color. No, not that color. And
I
then,
knew it.
Yeah.
I literally could feel her aura. Like,
She gives
she's
diva.
not one to be fucked
But
with.
then I figured out, then I said something like, I said like kind of a backhanded comment because I'm like, why is she acting like that? And I'm like, oh, you guys must know each other. Because I'm like, there's no way she's acting like that on set with this makeup artist. And they were like, oh yeah, we've known each other for like 10 years. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's why she's like talking with this guy like he's her friend. Gabby, get your child in order.
Guys, Wolfie's eye surgery's tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
Do I have to watch him at all after?
I don't really have a plan set up.
Oh, great.
Okay. I don't. All I know is he gets dropped off at 8 a.m. to get his eye surgery. Please pray for him, guys. This is a long time coming, and the day has finally come. And you know what? I will go into credit card debt for my son, and that's just. I just have to step up. I'm not the step mom. I'm the mom who stepped up.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
Okay.
Who wants to hear about the celebrity cam at Coachella? Celebrity cam. We should have a celebrity cam section every week because we live in Los Angeles and we do have a lot of celebrity encounters. Emma, do you want to take it? Do you want to take it away with your first celebrity cam sighting?
I was hoping that we could have a celebrity kiss cam.
Did you get to see Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet?
No, why don't you tell the Hefties how you ended up with an artist pass, leaving all of us
in the dust
in the VIP section. So if anything,
and let me tell you something, I have no remorse. I paid my good hard-earned cash for that band and I was going to use it. I didn't give a shit. I'm like, oh, you can't get in? Bye.
Yeah. If you don't know, there's 3 levels to Coachella. I think we said this last week. There's general admission, VIP, which me and Selton were in, and then there's artists, which is where all the celebrities are at, because it's like the pit part of the stages. Gabi got in there.
Let me see. I saw Alex Kasani. I saw Emma Chamberlain. I saw Charlie XCX in the flesh. Her posse was like 40 people deep. I was like, damn. I saw Alex
like security.
Earl.
Did she have security?
Probably. I saw Alex Earl. She had a security guard.
Mm-hmm.
We saw James Charles. Who else did we see? Literally, it's like influencer Olympics. Any influencer that you've ever followed or seen on Instagram is at the VIP bar in between sets. I'll tell you that much. So if you want a celebrity sighting, get your little booty in that VIP bar. What?
Sierra Venice, the girl that you like to follow that does the good styling.
Really?
Yeah, we saw her with all her friends.
Bloody hell.
We were at so also I found out that the hotel.
Yeah, me and Emma went separately to Coachella this year.
Gabby was
because we're like so freaking booked and busy. This was my first year going with the brand and it was so awesome.
I feel like we kind of had like a little Uno reverse because like you went with the big girl brand and I went with the skinny girl brand.
Oh my god. Okay.
I went with Revolve and Gabby went with Torid.
Yeah, and but the place that you stayed at was like bougie hell. The house that I stayed at was really, really nice. But like famous people were staying at your house.
I found out that Lady Gaga stayed at our hotel. Yep. Yeah. But I was at breakfast at our hotel. This was like day 3, so it's like Sunday morning. Everybody's kind of like, you're tired, but one more day. Look across. I'm like, that girl looks so familiar. Julia Fox. Then, Sultan, why don't you
I wish we had a bow effect.
Sultan, why don't you tell them who you saw walk into breakfast? You have a microphone. Tell them.
I don't know her last name. I just know her first name.
Who is it?
Victoria from Victoria's.
Her name is Victoria Justice. And she was having breakfast right by us along with Julia Fox.
Oh, I love that so much.
Mhm. So I just I don't know. I also saw Alice Kosani swimming in the pool at our hotel.
I'm like, well, and here's the thing. Why didn't I get the invite to Charlie XCX's after party? Like, oh, must have gotten lost in the mail. That's really interesting. I'm like, Charlie, we literally walked right by each other. Like, come on.
I just
Give
don't.
me
I
the
just think the after
invite.
parties for Coachella, it's too much. By the end of the day, after
If you got invited to a Charlie XCX after party, you would be there, Emma. What
I
are you
would not
talking
go
about?
to that. I was
You're a
invited to an
liar.
after party last year where it was
You're a
confirmed
liar.
Justin Bieber and Haley were going to be there, and I still didn't go.
Like, and that's sick. And that's why you should dethrone. You should take away Emma's privilege on the internet and give it to me. Yeah. Because I'll put it to good use and I'll vlog the whole thing and I'll show you guys. Emma, see, she declines the invite.
No. Okay, let's get
not
to the
right.
good stuff. Let's talk about the nitty-gritty of Coachella. Let's complain. That's really what I want to say. Let's complain. Okay?
I have nothing to complain about. I had the best time ever.
I have a lot of complaints. Okay, number one. Why did nobody tell me that car camping was going to be like the it thing on TikTok? Like I would have car camped if somebody would have told me that that's what's going to make me pop off on TikTok.
Well, you're on a different side of TikTok than me because I haven't seen anything about that.
You've seen no car camping videos?
No.
Fi.
5-5.
Have you scrolled on your phone at all?
Not really.
Okay, so that's why you haven't.
Well,
car
yeah.
camping videos, every single one of them, 50,000 likes or more, just likes alone. Okay, even like the average Joe who is not an influencer.
Okay, I did see one video that was this guy. He was like, "Are we serious?" I just saw a car camping video about this guy saying he's going for a vintage classic campsite. So he brought like a couch and all this stuff. And he's like, the lines are getting so blurred between like your life is becoming so performative for social media. You're not even like everything you do is performative to post on social media.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. He's talking about me. I'm like, oh, let me get this cute set. I can take a cute picture in it. Like I feel like everything that I do, maybe it's because we're doing this more as a job nowadays, but I'm like, I feel like everything I buy, everything I do is like, oh, let me do this so I can make a video about it. Let me go here so I can make a TikTok about it. Let me do, you know what I'm saying? All of my decisions, they are fun and I'm living such a fun life and doing fun things and I feel very fulfilled. But when I'm like, take a step back, I'm like, damn, all of my decisions are based around social media and being able to post about it and talk about it.
Yeah,
It's
but then
sick and weird.
okay, but then this
It's
is the
Black
thing. This is
Mirror.
the opposite of it though. Is people have a 9 to 5 and guess what? They have to do. They can't go on vacation unless their boss approves their time off. They can't act a certain way at work. They can't wear the clothes they want to wear because they have to answer to the man. They have to their life also revolves around being at work at 9 a.m. and clocking out at 5 p.m. So it's like there's like mean, you know what I'm saying? On each side of
It just seems very Black Mirror and like damn.
yeah, it doesn't feel that crazy because it's like our life, so it doesn't feel crazy to me. But
When he said that, I was like, oh my God.
I just
me.
no, but when I saw the
Shit.
video, I'm like, stop being a hater. This guy was excited to decorate his tent the way he wanted to decorate it. Like what? You know what I'm saying?
I'm going for classic vintage campsite for
And-
my vibe in my cart camping.
I'm like, okay,
I was like, oh, I love that. So, do you have the link? Do you have it linked on your Amazon storefront? Send
literally
me it.
all my favorite videos. I go to the comments and it's like consumerism's final boss, and I'm like, oh, I liked that video.
I was like, oh, I was really enjoying this.
I'm actually like, I'm already shopping
Emma
on the
is-
Amazon storefront.
Emma literally is consumerism's final boss, and she don't give a fuck, and that's the thing. She doesn't care either.
Everybody has their things. Mine is consumerism.
Mine is overconsumption. Mine is
Man.
overconsumption core. Like,
No, but I will say, no, hold up. Let me say something. I did go thrifting before Coachella.
no, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I went to the Silver Lake Flea Market. I went to Melrose Trading Post.
Emma, that's not thrifting.
People thrifted and then they are selling it.
That's not thrifting.
Yes, it is. That counts.
That's
it's
not
literally
thrifting.
a thrift market.
No.
Just because it's not labeled thrift store. Come, Sultan, chime in.
No, because it's like
Chime in.
You can call it what's it? Glifting, like glam thrifting.
it's glam thrifting. It's glifting. Emma, if you didn't go to Goodwill yourself, it's not thrifting. Sorry. It's all already pre-picked for you. And the prices are like $75 for a freaking baby tee tank top.
God forbid I support small
Isn't it
businesses.
$75?
God forbid I shop sustainable.
Emma goes to the fucking Melrose Flea once.
Please.
Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. Did you buy anything? Right. Right. That's what I thought. And that's what I thought.
I bought a gift for you.
Yeah. You did the Beyonce jersey.
Yeah, I didn't wear it though. I didn't wear it. But coming soon, maybe.
Oh, I know you were so excited to say that.
No, I haven't even gotten to my complaints yet. Okay. Here we go. Number 1.
Oh, I already know one.
So we didn't bring it. Revolve brought my influencer friend Pearl with her man Rob. Okay, they were also invited on the trip. We had just gotten off a different brand trip, so me and Pearl got really close. So we're like, hey, come stay with us in LA before the trip. We'll road trip down there. They had been to Coachella last year, but they had never we drove ourselves. It's a different experience, okay? So on the way to Coachella the first time, I'm explaining to Pearl and Rob. So we park in this parking lot. It's such a long walk in, but they have these little buggy carts that it's a bike and there's a buggy in the back, and you pay $15 per person to literally drive you 0.5 miles. But it's so worth the money spent.
Right.
Because your feet, you're going to walk so much in Coachella that it's worth it. So I'm it's not going to, it's kind of it's the glamping way to do Coachella. You don't have to walk as much. We get there, no buggies in sight.
This is the first year that's ever
Every
happened.
employee I'm seeing, do you know where the buggies are?
They're like, girl, what?
Do you know where the carts are at? They're like, what? They're not here. I'm like, well, where are they?
No, the carts. Where are the carts? No, the carts, you know what I'm talking about?
So Pearl and Rob are like, Emma, you're acting how far is this walk? I'm like, at least a mile. And they're like, a mile? We have to walk a mile just to get in? And I'm like, I think it really is a mile. And I do think that it is pretty close to a mile.
It was a mile for sure from where we parked.
Yeah, and I'm like,
where we got dropped off.
And where the rideshare lot is, it's such a far walk. Number 1 complaint, that. Really, really that.
Yeah, why did you have to take that from me?
I have a feeling that the bikers protested because I think people were
no, I think somebody got ran over or something. And so they're like, oh, this is danger. So they stopped it.
No, I know the first night we went, when we drove in, I literally saw them parked off the street, probably a little ways from the entrance to Coachella. And I was just kind of thinking, that's funny. Why are they way down here? So I think they just had a cutoff time or something this year.
No, I went at all times of the day, every single day.
They didn't have it
there. I didn't see
I
any.
think that Coachella changed their rules because I think what it is they added a checkpoint so early on the trail to scan your bracelet because they were trying to avoid people sneaking in. And I think because of that, people couldn't get into the trail, couldn't get past there unless you had a band. So I think maybe it was Coachella's rules or something because even the hot dog stands that normally are right when you walk out, there's all way those out. Stands where hot dogs with bacon wrapped around them.
Yeah.
They were way out in the parking lot.
But where the little bikes were, they had their own trail to go on because you remember we were walking back, you could see cars on there now.
Yeah.
So they had,
I don't know if anybody knows. Tell us in the comments because I really would love to know, and I will be contacting Coachella planners about this. I will give me their email.
It was rough. I will attest to that.
You know how people do.
Where the hell are the carts?
You know how people are call your local government officials about a cause.
Yeah,
this is something I picked the phone up for. Coachella bikes being removed. I will pick the phone up.
And also for the VIP area, they only had one entrance. So I'm like, well, this is a shit show.
Yeah, this didn't affect me because I didn't have an artist band, but people were saying that
there was no artist
entrance and VIP, they combined them this year.
Yeah.
And so it made things a little bit more not as
congested.
Well, yeah, and if you pay for an artist band, you want artist treatment,
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
The comments are going to be watching this from District 12.
Number 2 comment, which this kind of has to do with what we're not going to get into, but I'll give you guys a little bit of something. How is it, and this has happened to me 2 years in a row, at a festival like Coachella, when there's thousands and thousands of people, there will be one person there that you don't want to see, and you will run into them multiple times. I'm not kidding. It happens every year. There'll be one person that I'm like, please, I really don't want to see them. I don't want to have a conversation, whatever. And I will run into them at least 3 times. How? Somebody.
I'm not sure how that works. No, but it is weird. Like there's so many people there. And me and Alexa were walking from one because we got dropped off, and we were walking through like GA, like all the thousands and thousands of people over to the VIP, and we crossed like direct paths with like multiple of our friends. I'm like, how in this huge entire sea of people did I literally like bump into you?
Yeah.
So crazy how that works.
I see there was like a couple people that were staying with Revolve that I would see at the hotel that I had no idea who they were, but I would see them. I'm like, oh, she's so cute. There was this girl with this blonde bob. I probably saw her 20 times throughout the weekend. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. And I'm like, why are you following me?
Why are you obsessed with me? Stop.
Like, please.
Stop.
But something that I will not complain about, the Revolve gifting suite.
That was unlike anything I've ever seen.
Now that is consumerism's
final boss. And I was like,
guys, this Revolve gifting suite is like the highlight of my year.
That was insane. Tell them what you got.
And this is what's so crazy is influencers like on brand trips at events are like known for never showing up on time. Like if there's an influencer event, nobody's coming for the first hour of it. If you're on a brand trip, there's bound to be somebody who comes to dinner an hour late. Like it's just a known thing. The Revolve gifting suite, a line started an hour before it opened up.
No way.
No joke.
Everybody knew.
People were fiending. They were drooling.
Oh, Revolve, take me next year. Come on.
So you go into this huge room at the hotel and you go check in and they give you a gift, this huge gift bag. And you walk in and every brand of beauty, makeup, hair products that's like bougie, nice, you get to go around and put one of each things in your bag. And they honestly don't even monitor you. Like you could put multiple things in your bag. A Mika dry shampoo, a freaking Dyson hair dryer. Everybody who came,
those are like $700.
got a Dyson hair dryer.
That's psychotic.
Insane. Free People was there. We both got a pair of Solomon's, Timberlands shoes. I can't even. It's actually insane.
Hendrickson,
but
Murad.
What I ended up doing is this year is a girl. One of my followers DM'd me. She works for social services in Texas, and she has a bunch of teenagers that like are on her caseload, and they're all going to prom in the next few weeks. So we went through and Gabi helped me last night and we picked out a bunch of the stuff to give.
I need to go through I have like that and that in there. I need to go through.
To send to them. So I sent like the press on nails, all the like good setting sprays.
I have a lot of hair stuff.
Yeah, makeup, hair stuff. So I'm excited. And then I also actually just DM'd her and I sent her some money on Venmo so she can get them some gift cards. For stuff. Sweet. So they can get their nails done at like a local place, you know.
Loving that.
But
should I give some Torid brand trip tea right now?
I feel like who's gonna listen to it?
Literally. I'm like us and our friend listeners. So this year I went with Torid to Coachella, and it was a pretty small group. They only took like 6 influencers and then everybody got a +1. But I'm really hoping that this was their first time going to Coachella and doing a brand trip. And I'm really hoping that they do it again next year. I think that the team literally like hated us. Like I'm like, please, I'll follow the rules. I was really trying my best. I was like, okay, what time do you need me there? Like, do you want any extra content of me? Like, what can I do to help? Like, I'm like, oh, I'm so thankful to be here. This is awesome. You guys have done such a good job. Like, this is so fun. Yeah. Like, I really feel like they literally hated us because, so on brand trips, it's pretty like, I guess it's different with every trip, but you're kind of expected to wear outfits of the brand that you're going with, especially if it's a clothing brand.
Yeah.
But for something like Coachella, it's like everybody wants to pop out with like their craziest outfit. So it's like we were wanting to like mix and match. So it's like we wanted to do like Torid bottoms, maybe like our own top, our own accessories, whatever, kind of like dress it up because Torid's not known for having like the most up-to-date stuff, you know?
Which I feel like they're aware of that.
They're aware of that.
That's not crazy to say.
Right. They're very aware of that.
They're working on it.
But it's also like, okay, they have paid for us to be here. They paid for our VIP bands. They're paying for our stay. They got a bus to and from LA. They have a bus to and from Coachella. They're feeding us. Like, there's a lot of things that they're paying for us to be there. And so I'm like, okay, the least that we could do is like wear the clothes, right?
Yeah.
So that was like the biggest thing. It's like some girls didn't want to wear the clothes, or they wanted to wear like only one piece, and the team was like, no, you have to wear like top and bottom, at least Torid, also shoes. But I didn't bring any shoes from Torid. So that was a big deal. And so I'm like, I'm really hoping that they want to go again next year, because I think after the trip, they're probably like, these fucking entitled little bitches. But it's like, I do see both sides of it, because it's like, it's one time a year that you are like expected to have like the coolest outfits, and you're kind of planning it all year, or like at least like a month before your outfits. And then it's like, oh, now I have to scratch all of that and wear these clothes that it's like,
Yeah, but then
hard.
you just don't go with the brand.
Yeah.
If you want to wear
Yeah.
your own outfits and pop out, then you need to not say yes to those brand deals.
Right. I found a happy medium where I was like, I'm going to get my content in their clothes. I'm going to wear Torid to the festival. And then after I'm done getting the content, I can change my outfit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like they were kind of like, bitch. But I was like, but I spent $700 on this outfit. I really want a picture in it. So I'm going to get a picture in it.
No, which I think that's okay. I think you have to like,
I
as
don't know.
long
I
as,
was like, am I being a freaking brat right now? Like, I was
No.
like, shit.
I think once you get to the festival, and as long as their content is done, I think it's okay to change your clothes.
But some girls weren't even wanting to like wear the like outfits for the content. I'm like, at least wear the outfits for the content, and then we can like go off and do our own thing.
People become, let me tell you, influencers start to make
get
money.
out of touch so fast.
They start to get some likes on the internet, and they think that they run the world, and that everybody should bow down to them. And I think that's insane. I feel like I've heard this so many times. We talked about this the other day from brand reps, where we'll go on a brand trip, and like you get close with the brand reps and you get cool. And I feel like
Because you're traveling with them.
Yeah,
you know?
and I love chatting with the brand reps. That's like part of like one of my favorite parts of our job. And the amount of times that they are telling me, like, we've had to beg people on brand trips to post the stories that they were required to post because the influencer doesn't want to do it.
It's just crazy. It's like, it seems like this is the least I could do. You're like, this is a all inclusive brand trip. Fly me out first class, like the most craziest experience, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to post a story today. Like that's, I don't know.
So entitled.
Maybe it's because I'm still like pretty new to it, but I'm like,
No.
damn. But it's also, I can kind of see the other side of like, oh, usually I'd get paid however many $1,000 for a story, and like they're not paying me to be here, so it's.
But this is what's crazy is before you go on a brand trip, you agree. Like the brand will say, "Hey, come to Coachella with us," and you have to post in exchange one Instagram post and a story set every day for Torid, right? And then you say
yes or no.
Yes, okay, and you sign a contract.
Right.
So then to get there and then be face to face with the reps and tell them I'm not doing that is insane to me.
Also, I saw this all over TikTok. People were like, this had like 5 million likes, and she was like, you're telling me you guys are paid to be at Coachella and these are your outfits? Like shitting on people's outfits, saying they're so terrible. I'm like, if you're going with a brand, you have to wear their clothes, and that's why the outfits are shit. Like, it's, I don't know. I think people don't understand. I'm like, no, it's, if you're going with a brand, you have to wear their outfit.
I forgot to tell you, I think I sent it to you online though. This girl made a video and she was like, I see all these people like going with brands and their outfits are so ugly. The only brand trip that I saw that the girls actually had cute outfits was Torid.
I know, I saw it.
Did you saw that? And then there was another girl who made a video who was saying, if a brand, she was giving a hypothetical, if a brand who has ugly clothes wants to pay for your flight, pay for your stay, pay for your Coachella tickets, would you do it? Or would you be like, no, I want to wear my own outfits? And all the comments was like, I would wear a trash bag if you're going to send me to Coachella for free. And I'm like,
no, that's my take. I'm like, well, yeah, I'll go with anybody. I don't care. Walmart, send me.
No,
I'll go.
There was a girl on, I'm not going to say what brand
but
trip.
A lot of the girls were like, well, never mind.
There was a girl on a brand trip that I went on, and I found out that she booked 3 massages during the brand trip. And like,
which is like a massage in a hotel is like $300.
No. This hotel was bougie. It was like over $500 per massage. And she was getting like 90-minute massages and charging it to the room. So like, this is the thing. When you go on brand trips, I've like learned now that there's kind of like an etiquette and like, people talk. So if an influencer is like, hey, I was going to get a massage, then you say like, oh, did the brand say you could do it? And they'll be like, yeah, I asked. And so I think it's fine. Or they'll be like, it's fine. I do it every brand trip. Like you can kind of feel the way that an influencer is. But on this brand trip, everybody was booking massages. So I was like, oh, did they say we could do it? And they were like, yeah, they just said keep it to a 60-minute max. And I think they started saying that because that girl was booking so many massages.
But here's the thing. It's like, so we've been on a lot of brand trips at this point. I've heard so many horror stories of like how certain influencers are like divas, terrible to have on a trip, not a good time, complaining, won't do the deliverables. And they're on every single brand trip. It's like, it doesn't even matter because I'm like, well, clearly like their behavior doesn't matter because people keep booking them and they'll bring them again and again.
No, and but I do
like,
think that the brands like some brands figure it out and then they won't bring them back. But I think this is the balance. If you act like that on a brand trip, your reach and your engagement better be insane for it to make sense.
Right.
I think the thing with like the Torid stuff that makes me go crazy is that like girls that were acting that way, I'm like, you don't have the right to be acting that way. You know what I'm saying? Like
you're not Alex Earl.
Yeah, like you're not somebody who runs the world. You're not bringing in like a bunch of money for Torid this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you when most of the girls who act like that on brand trips, like I'm like, okay, fair. Like you can,
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you're gonna get brought back because
you have millions of followers.
Yeah,
so
and your engagement's like really good.
Right.
That's what I think.
Right.
So that's how I like reason it in my head. That's probably not the best like way to view it, but whatever. That's how I view it. Okay, that's that tea. There was no tea for the Revolve trip because we were also isolated. Like, if you don't want to talk with anybody, you don't have to talk with anybody because you go back to your hotel room at the end of the night.
Right.
But we had the best time with Pearl and Rob. It was so fun being with another couple. Like, Selton and I feel like literally giggled like a little girl the whole weekend with Rob. Like, I'm like, I never
really had
seen
fun
you happier.
with the girls at Torid. I really did have a good time because one day we got to just chill at the pool. Like, it was pretty like laid back, which I like. I feel like I love a brand trip that's laid back and you don't have like an itinerary of like 12 things to do in one day where you can just kind of chill, get ready at your own pace. Like,
if anything,
I did have so much fun.
A brand who does their first brand trip, they learn so much.
Yeah.
So I feel like
that's why I'm scared they're gonna be like, fuck no, we're not doing that again. I'm like, no, please.
No, you know who I was talking to?
I swear I'll be good.
I was talking to somebody and I was like, Coachella is like childbirth, and the fact that you get so exhausted and like at points you're like, I would never do this again. And then somehow the next year rolls around and in your head, you've like glorified it again. And you're like, oh, Coachella is so fun.
I realized this year I met so many new people, so many creators. Like it's literally like the ultimate networking. If you're like up at the VIP bar and like talking and mingling and getting introduced and whatever, it is literally the ultimate like influencer creative like scene like for networking.
No, literally, sure. You run into so many people,
and they'll be like, "Oh, I met Anna Paul. Did I tell you I met Anna Paul?"
No,
bruh. Oh my god. Wait, I'm gonna tell this story. I don't give a fuck. So we're friends with. We're really
just airing it.
Literally,
all out.
I'm like, I don't fucking care. We literally have 12 listeners. So me and Macy and you are friends with James Charles and his whole like little group. Been on trips with them. Okay. I didn't know that him and Anna Paul are friends. Okay. She was staying at James Charles' house that me and Macy were supposed to stay at. So I'm like, if I wouldn't have gone with Torid, I would have been staying with Anna Paul.
Well, people were like shitting on her for being at Coachella.
Well, she's canceled now. Anyway.
Yeah. That's why her and James were in the same house. They're like, this is the canceled house.
They're like, Macy, Gabi, come on. I'm like, okay. Okay, so none of them, James or Anna Paul, does not have like security like at Coachella. Like they're just out in the open. Okay, so they have been stopped probably like every 2 steps of somebody wanting to take a picture with them. So I understand kind of this reaction a little bit, but also I'm like, bitch. So one of the guys we went to Big Bear with, and he was like standing talking to all of them. So me and Macy walk over, go to say hi to him, like, oh my God, how are you? Whatever. Good to see you. Because he lives in Australia.
Yeah.
So he was here. I was like, wait, do you live here? Whatever. And then like we go over, I see that it's Anna Paul, and Macy like goes to shake her hand or something, and Anna's literally like, and he goes, no. Matt goes, no. They're our friends. And she was like, oh, hi. Like she thought we were just coming over to maybe like ask for a picture or something.
Ew.
And then she was just kind of, but then he was like, no, they're our friends. And she was like, oh, hi. Like she was originally going to be like,
I don't know. I'm not going to shake your hand.
Or like, I don't know.
If anything, she needs to be on freaking PR recovery. Shake their hands. You just got literally canceled for calling a fat girl sweaty and like not being nice to her. And you're not going to shake a hand?
Like,
please.
Oh, I have so much cat hair on me. But I thought it was funny. And I was really fighting back, not saying, doesn't make you feel poor. I just feel poor being here.
Be
I was
like,
Gabby, bite your tongue.
don't say anything.
But I was like,
No.
it was funny.
I do wonder what it would feel like to be on that scale. I think we had I probably had like 5 people come up to me this weekend. One girl was wearing a big girl's hat
That's
from
so fun.
my first drop. There was one girl who I love, and I've had this comment before where people will be like, "Oh, my husband like sends like your outfits to me and tells me to wear them." And I'm like, and the girls like don't think that's a problem. I'm like, if Selton ever sent me like another plus size girl and was like, you should wear this, I'd be like, why are you following her?
Her?
She says that, but I remember you should send me guys and their outfits.
But that feels
I feel
different.
like you look good in this. It's the
like
same
outfit
thing.
inspo. No.
It's the
No.
same thing.
But it's like baggy jeans and a baggy hoodie. Like these guys are just sending like tight
That's what-
dresses.
Oh my God. I don't know if
But I
I
mean,
just tell the story.
in the whole aspects of thing, that's the same exact thing. Like you're sending me guy pictures. Like, oh,
Somebody-
you look good in this.
Listen, someone from my high school.
Wait, hold up, pause. So do you not want me to send you outfit inspo anymore?
I'm just saying. I'm just switching the roles around, and it's like it's the same thing.
I know, but to me it feels different when it's a guy sending a woman to a woman.
No,
I don't know why.
Let
I
me
feel
say
like
this.
it's different.
Let me say this story.
What? Go ahead.
One of my outfits is like a see-through lace bodysuit that literally like goes like up like this. It's like really like high. It's see-through. I had no bra under it. It's like all lacy, long sleeve. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody from my high school, she was like my arch nemesis in high school. I'm not gonna say her name.
Wait.
It was literally the beef was for no reason. Like it was just stupid. Like we were
the defense to beef.
yes,
Okay,
and
I
it
know
was
you're
just like we
talking
were
about.
the both like the like thick girls on Finsta. Like it was just beef for no reason. Okay. Her boyfriend DMs me, says, "What's the brand of this bodysuit? I want to get it for my girlfriend." I'm like, like that's weird. That's fucking weird. I'm sorry. Would you ever DM somebody and be like, "What lingerie set is that? I want to get it for my girlfriend."
If I really wanted Emma to have it, I literally just screenshot and put in Google search.
Right.
I
The
wouldn't-
DM is too much.
On DM.
It's too much. Anybody who's listening from my hometown.
That is so
gonna know what I'm
funny.
talking
That
about.
is so funny.
What?
I
want
love
to
that
get it
DM.
for my girlfriend.
No. This is the thing.
What?
Somebody at Coachella, when she was like saying hi to me, she's like, "Oh, I love your sister." She goes, "Oh, and my boyfriend loves your sister's page."
And
I'm
I
like,
didn't know, but
and I was like, "What do you love about her? Her fake tits? What do you love about her? Her see-through bodysuit?"
Little shade thrown. Little shade.
my personality. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
How
like,
about that?
can you please clarify what you love about my sister?
My big personality. Yeah. No, I ended up running into them and they seemed really nice and
No,
normal.
they
and
were,
I met
they
that
were
girl
so
before.
nice and normal, but
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes those comments, I'm like, oh wait. I'm like, I feel like boyfriends aren't allowed to follow us.
Yeah.
Like, please don't put me in that position.
Also, did I show you guys my Coachella nails last? I always do a nail check in the middle of you talking. Do you ever notice that? I'm like this to the camera.
No,
You
I
don't
never
even
noticed it. Wait, I want the hefties, I want the girls to comment. Like, if your man sent you another woman's outfit and was like, you should wear
It feels
this.
different than the other way around for some reason. Like I feel like I would
But I
send
wanna know what
somebody
they
and be like,
think.
"Oh, you
Like,
should wear this," because it's like boys don't inherently have style. Usually, is the case. Like the girlfriends are always like
It's not even
trying-
about that. It just feels like, oh, so I know that you saw that girl in it. I was like, oh, she looks good. Right?
Yeah.
Like
That's the same thing. You're like, oh, he looks good. Like my
no,
man
it's not
look
like he looks
in
good.
it.
It's like
His
it's a good
style looks
outfit.
good.
No.
Yeah.
It sounds a little bit sexist to me.
I'm not sending you like
No.
a crop top where the guy
Yeah.
has like his abs out, and I'm like,
You're like, you should wear this.
No, but in reality, if you saw what he's wearing, obviously you're gonna go to his page and see what else he's posting, right? You're not just gonna send the one page.
no, I do
It's
send the one
different.
thing. I do send the one thing.
different.
It's not different.
It's
I feel like
different.
it's the same.
Anyway,
Okay, mic off.
Turn that shit
No.
off.
Back to us.
I also Macy.
No.
Hold on, can I share this real quick with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
class? Macy got me this for my birthday, and it's a Siamese cat purse, but I'm using it as a little statue. And Wolfie was scared of it when I first put it here. He kept being
This is
like,
your test.
He thought it
Can
was
he
really-
have a sibling?
"Can he have a kitten?" He can because they're coexisting. I should name her. Okay, should we get into what happened in media?
No, what makes us sick to our stomach, fam?
Okay.
I think for you should be Anna Paul not shaking your hand. Things that make
What
me
makes me
sick.
sick to my stomach is thinking I almost just stayed at the same house as Anna Paul.
What makes me sick to my stomach is no bikes at Coachella.
Yes. Oh my God. They better change that next year. I'm like, is this now forevermore? It can't be. It can't be true.
No, please.
Please, God.
Just one thing that's not about Coachella, I'll like save you guys because
They're probably so tired of us talking about. All we talk about is influencers stuff, celebrity sightings, and
yeah, but you like that.
Coachella.
That's like things you like.
That is things I like.
And I like that stuff too. So somebody out there likes it too.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, another thing that makes me sick to my stomach, fam, and I realized this when I graduated college. I wonder if I've said this before. Is realizing that like you have to have a job forever.
Yeah.
Like when you graduate college and you like work for something so hard and you like finally get your position, and then you go to work for like a month, and the newness like wears off, and you're like, oh, so like this is my life
this forever
for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Until I get to an age where my body can't even have fun anymore. Like even if I wanted, like when I retire, I don't even get to go like shake my ass on a
Travel the
yacht.
world because I'm 90 years old.
I'm like, ugh. That makes me sick to my stomach.
At least our job is fun though.
Well, thank God I switched jobs.
Thank God. I was thinking that today. I'm like,
I was getting fatter. I was getting messier. I was getting more depressed.
that's how I feel. That's how I feel right now. I feel so overwhelmed. My house is always a mess. I don't have time to cook for myself. I literally have like trash everywhere. I'm like, that's how I feel like I'm in the stage of how
love
you
being
were.
a girl. I love
How
being a
you
girl.
were. Remember when you were trying to do speech therapy and it was
Yeah.
just like everything feels a mess and disorganized. That's how I feel right now.
I have a solution to that.
What?
Get a personal assistant.
Well, let me tell you something, Emma. Let me tell you something, okay? Checked my bank account today. $10.67, and I'm not kidding.
And you know what that'll get you?
And
Hey, a Chipotle bowl for dinner.
I went into debt for my Chipotle tonight. I don't even fucking care. I don't care. I literally don't
Is
care.
that your only bank account?
Yeah. And then I don't even have a savings account. I'm like, this is what I'm saying. Turn 26 this year. What the hell am I doing? Where is all my money going? I didn't even have to pay to go to Coachella this year, too. Where is the money going? I don't understand. Macy really has it set for her because she married an accountant, and he's like, oh, any money that comes in, all set. This amount for taxes. This is going to go to your Roth IRA, and this is the amount that you can spend for the month. Puts it in her account. I'm like, fuck, you know, I need an accountant. Getting down to $10 in your bank account at the big age of 26 is crazy.
It's actually more normal than
It's
you
crazy.
think. No.
$10 to your name, Emma, at 26.
That's actually more normal.
no savings account. Oh my God. Wolfie.
I feel like in this economy.
Wolfie needs to start paying rent in this economy. And he's making me pay for his fucking eye surgery tomorrow with my $10.
Wait, how are you?
So
Did you already
okay.
pay for the surgery?
Putting it on a credit card. So I'm saying going into credit card debt for him because I'm the mom that stepped up, not the stepmom.
Well, you better book a brand deal.
That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting on a lot of money, but I'm like, these brands are like net 90. I'm like, okay, well, rent is due now. So explain that. I don't know. Sometimes money stress, I'm like, it's not real. But I'm like, wait, no, that shit's real because rent is going to be due soon. But this is what I've learned. I'm like, the money always comes exactly when I need it. It'll hit my bank account. So I'm not going to stress out.
Then you look at me like this.
What?
The Venmo from Emma comes exactly when I need it.
No, my nanny family has started paying me weekly now. So that's really nice.
Okay, good.
But I always push transfer in 3 to 7 days instead of instant because I am not willing to spare that $20 fee. I need it. Like, I need it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Now that everybody knows my finances, does
Sound
anybody
off.
else want to share their
How about
finances with the
How about
class?
this? Everybody go
Do you want
around.
to share your finances with the class?
Go around and tell us how much money you have in your checkings account. I actually had to pay $12,000 today
Why?
for my second half of paying for the merch so that we can sell
Get
it.
this shit on the road.
And that was only part of it. That was actually half of it.
Sick and twisted.
And then I have to pay for my wedding planner, which
no
was
money, no problems.
Well,
That's
we
what they
paid
say.
for part of the wedding planner today.
It's a down freaking
I think
payment
I
on a
signed
small
NDA,
house.
so I don't think I can say how much I paid. But
Well, don't say how much you pay. Just because I share my finances with the world doesn't mean you should share yours.
it's just a sign.
I need some financial literacy.
It's just a sign. I don't know what the sign is, but it's just a sign.
It's a sign.
I was gonna say it's a sign. We can both be happy, or we can both be stressed. No matter your finances,
No matter the number in your bank account,
no matter the size,
whether negative or positive,
no matter the size in your clothes.
you too can have a podcast if you want. You really put your mind towards
No,
it.
you too can be stressed. Wait, what makes you sick to your stomach? Your $10 bank account?
Yeah. But honestly, it doesn't make me sick to my stomach like I should be. Like, it's not stressing me out in the way that it should be stressing me out is the problem. Like, I've been here far too many times. And at this point, I'm just like, okay, well.
You know what I find?
Money will come and go, and it's just the way it is.
Very interesting.
What?
Is us and Pearl and Rob had a lot of conversations this weekend that were very insightful and like
Of the European mind, the way that.
No, just like Selton was saying that he's like, your
way that
friend
they live
group
their lives.
only talks about social media. And he was
Yes,
like, it was really
yes.
refreshing to have Pearl and Rob around because he's like, they ask like such fun questions. Like, what would your superpower be? We had a whole conversation on like, if you were going to hire like help in your life, like what's the first thing you would do? Like, would you get a personal
chef.
trainer? Would you get a driver? Would you get a chef? Another thing we talked about that was really interesting is like how you saw your parents deal with money and how that's kind of affected you now. And I said that I think my situation now is different than like I think that the way I handle money now, it doesn't actually depict how I truly at my core handle money, because before I actually like was making good money, I would run my bank account down to zero, which I feel like a lot of us do, our siblings do, because we know that dad will give us money. It's like the mentality of like, there's always a fail safe. There's always somebody that's gonna like, if you call them, somebody in our family will give you money. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas like people who didn't have that growing up, like Pearl and Rob were saying that sometimes they would see their parents like they really lived paycheck to paycheck because they had kids so young, and so they were like that has really affected that they don't want to have kids like for a long time because they want to make sure they're really financially stable
Because they don't want to have to do that.
Yeah, so I just think it's interesting how you like the way that your parents use money, and then like I feel like a lot of people either like swing to the opposite side of the spectrum. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just, I love those kind of conversations and like learning how different people handle their money and stuff. But I did tell them that I feel like because dad was always so giving to us, like he will give us his last penny. I feel like I'm now that way with my money. Like it doesn't, like I'm not stingy or like I don't feel like
Attached
I'm
to
going to
it.
give too much away. Like I'm like,
Right.
I'll give until I can't anymore.
Right.
Because he gave us that example.
Right.
And he also told us never stress about money.
Yeah.
Like
money stress is not real stress. It's like, yeah,
but it is.
it is,
real
but
stress,
it is, but it's like
he's saying like he wanted us to never feel. I think it's because he knows what money stress feels like growing up with his family, and so he's trying to say like,
I don't want you guys to ever have to feel that.
yeah,
If you need help, just ask.
yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I feel like now I'm a lot better with my money. I still have some tendencies where I like
Overconsumption.
Yeah.
Core.
I wouldn't say I necessarily overspend, but yeah. But that's why I have a partner like Selton who
Doesn't necessarily overspend.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I grew up on I don't know, like I feel like early on, especially my mom was huge on saving and like
Coupons?
Huh?
Coupons?
No, like just saving money and just like even when we were kids, like when we got our little allowance, like I didn't just spend it. Like she was like to me, it's like she was so serious about it. The fact that she bought me and my brother movie tickets because they were playing a Dave Ramsey thing in the theater, and had me and my brother go to the theater
That's
and
some
watch
shit
like
mom would do.
how to like save money and stuff like that.
I need to take a Dave Ramsey class. But the thing is, like, I don't even splurge on anything. I don't even have any money to splurge.
Gabi, you just said you bought a $700 Coachella outfit.
Okay, but no, like that's like a necessity.
When's the next time you're gonna wear it?
That's for work.
It was like my hierarchy of needs: $700 Coachella outfit, eating.
Rent. No, rent. $700.
Wait,
Chipotle.
no, top of it, Wolfie's $4,000 eye surgery.
That's not a splurge. It's like I had to get that.
Yeah.
But what you said earlier, like, trust me, it's really common, like, for people our age not to have savings.
Mm-hmm.
It's common.
I think I need to go like to a Dave Ramsey class or something.
But you know what I think is just so crazy?
What? I'm like, but I could die tomorrow. You know?
That's what I'm saying. The way that people think because they've saved money that they're better than other people makes me insane.
Because I'm like, what happens if you die tomorrow and you didn't go on that trip? You didn't go on that girl's trip because you're trying to save money.
I remember I heard about a guy who...
What if you die tomorrow and you didn't have Chipotle for dinner?
I heard about
Exactly.
a guy, or it was like an old man, and like he like had cancer or something like that, had like 2 weeks to live. And so he spent all of his life savings. Like he had a whole family thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be gone. And then come to find out he beats cancer and like now they're just poor.
Shit.
He's like, life is worth living.
But that's what they say. You don't have real stress until it's like your health.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Health is wealth, baby.
Okay, girls, our next segment. Oh, so wait, hold up. Gals. Hefty gals. Our next segment is media. So we told you about our week. We told you what makes us sick to our stomach. And now let's get into
What happened?
what happened in media. Well,
Katy Perry went to space.
and they didn't play.
I feel like the guy who's like, the purple M&M is now lesbian and plus size. Wait, what does that sound? You know what I'm talking about?
No idea. No, people were like, why did they not play E.T. when she was like in the air?
You're
So hypnotizing.
I love that song.
People are pissed about the space.
Why?
They're like, read
What
the
is there to be
room.
pissed
It was
about?
like a huge budget, like $11 million or something, or some billion or something, to
Just
send them to space for 5 minutes, and they're like, okay,
for what?
hashtag girl power.
Like literally, and for what?
Yeah, so
Okay.
everybody's like mad, like in the state of what's going on, like that's
Like what? That's what you want to spend $11 million on?
I don't know what the
Okay.
budget was. Don't quote me, but I've been seeing people being like, get out of space, like please, like get down here,
Mhm.
touch some grass, let's help some people.
Damn.
Yeah, it's kind of like you know how during like the Great Depression and stuff, they had like a lot of the entertainment became not Great
radio?
Depression. I don't know what time period it was. Like entertainment became an escape. Like the movies were an escape
Yes.
from reality because reality was so horrible.
Right.
I feel like that's kind of what the space thing is. Like, hey guys, the world's going down, but look, we're in space.
But look, Katy Perry in space.
Yeah, it's like her holding a flower in front of the camera. Like, guys, this is not solving anything. It is distracting. Like, people are talking about it, but like, the world may still be crumbling when you guys get back down here. It's not gonna change anything.
I love all the recession core TikToks or like the comments that are like, oh, you know, it's a recession when.
What's your favorite one?
I don't know. I can't think of one.
We were talking about how when people start using, they start scamming you for like job offers.
Oh, yeah. That's how you know we're in a recession.
People were saying, you know, you're in a recession when everybody's outfits were like what they were at Coachella. I'm like, okay.
Shit.
And what? No, I would like to say my outfits for Coachella didn't come in time.
I thought your outfits were great and you kept saying that you didn't like them. I thought they were fine.
I had a tummy ache the first night. It's just
Did you make your appointment?
no. It's on my to-do list still. I still have
You're like actually pissing me off. Like I don't want to hear about your stomach ache anymore. Sorry.
okay, well the hefties want to
No,
hear
I'm
about
serious.
it. The hefties want to hear.
She has been complaining about her stomach for probably 3 fucking years and won't make an appointment. So I'm like, I'm done.
Ugh.
I'm
okay,
done
I have
trying
it
to-
on my to-do list. It's gonna
I've had it on my to-do list. You said that for literally 3 months.
no.
It's on my to-do list. It's on my to-do list. Just fucking call the number. Like you're actually it's pissing me off.
Okay. I'm gonna do it before midnight tonight. That's what I'm saying.
Emma, the doctor's office is closed.
I can still call and leave a message and they'll call me back tomorrow.
Okay. She
I-
was not gonna do it.
It's not as if I'm planning a wedding, training for a half marathon,
Emma,
doing big girl merch. You don't understand. But planning big girl weekend.
I
would
do
love
understand.
for you to check.
I do understand.
You don't.
I'm a mother, and my son is getting eye surgery tomorrow.
Okay.
You don't have anything to take care of. You wouldn't understand. You're not a mother.
Mm.
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 Mm. Yeah.
I hate when you have a sister. I hate having a sister.
Don't you hate when you have a sister?
Don't you guys just like hate having a sister? Please, somebody take her away. Okay, something else in media that this rocked my world.
Okay.
Do you know who Kayla Jade is on TikTok? She's an S worker.
No.
Blue-eyed Kayla Jade.
Blonde?
Mm-hmm.
Australian?
Yes. Okay.
Guy?
She has 2 children.
No.
Yes.
Piper.
Yeah.
Wait.
So I don't know how it got spilled. I started seeing it in a comment section. And then
that she doesn't take care of, or what?
No. She is a full mother.
But she just doesn't talk
you
about
would
it?
never think that. So then she made a video saying like, I never wanted to address this because it's like for safety issues.
Right.
Like in my line of work, you never share your private life.
Right.
She's like, but I do have 2 children. I have a baby daddy who we co-parent with.
No
And
way.
yeah, and she's like, and he stays home and I provide for the family. And she's like, I'm gonna probably have him on my podcast, like talk through our relationship, which like it's very different than anybody would think. And it's just crazy. If you see her content, I thought she was some like 19-year-old, like lives by herself. She's a mother.
And they were roommates.
But everybody was commenting like, this is so like, this is how it should be. Like people shouldn't even know you have children. Like
Right.
that's how it should be for social media.
Damn.
But like that was just like a shock. That was not my bingo card for this year. I was like, wow.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
But I'm glad that she confirmed it because I was like, after seeing the comment section, I'm like, but how are we going to find out? And then she made a video addressing it. So, thank you. Did you see that somebody had a gender reveal at Coachella?
Yeah.
They literally did the gender reveal in front of the Ferris wheel. I was telling Selton.
Recession core.
I was telling Selton, I'm like, what if I'm pregnant next year at Coachella?
I'm like, you told me that, and I said, Emma, there is no goddamn way you're going to Coachella if you're pregnant. Sorry.
I would get an artist pass.
And I'm Emma. I know you. You're going to be bedridden. You're not going to go anywhere when you're pregnant. You're going to use it as an excuse to not do anything ever again. Just look at her. She's like, yeah, you're right.
No, I think I would. I think the one
Emma,
thing, the one,
I think it would make you so tired. You're going to be napping every single day, all day.
that's fine. But this is the thing. I think that the one thing in this world I don't ever have FOMO. Really, it would be for Coachella.
You just said this year you didn't have that much fun.
Well, there was other reasons for that.
Why?
I was having a really bad body image weekend. I honestly love my body. Like probably like I would say 95% of the time. I think I figured out what the culprit was.
What?
In our bathroom in the hotel, whole body mirrors surrounding you on the toilet. Like literally you sit on the toilet and you're facing
I would
yourself.
love that.
Seeing myself naked on the toilet, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so big. Like, I'm like, I've let myself go. Like, that's why I kept saying to myself, like, oh my God. I did also find a big, huge, like boil in between my like butt cheeks. I didn't know it was back there.
Ouch. Yeah.
And I saw it in the
yeah.
reflection on the mirror. But I think that stemmed the downfall of my Coachella weekend because then just like from
Damn.
then on out, like I just like did not feel good about myself. I started really comparing myself to people online, which I never do. And I'm like, my Coachella stuff's not performing. Like I wore overalls to Coachella. Like, what am I doing?
I
And
thought
then
it was so cute. I love that outfit.
I know it didn't get very many likes though. Like people, it's just like not a wow outfit. You know what I'm saying?
Who cares?
I know I don't care, but like in the moment I did. And also our room was like a dungeon. Like there was no sunlight that came into our room.
Well, you did that little capri outfit. That was really cute.
Yeah,
was
that
the
performed
thing.
fine. But I just like I couldn't film my normal content because the room had no sunlight. And like normally I do a lot of like chatting, talking to the camera. And when we were in the room, I literally was just like in bed the whole time, like with the lights off. Like it was just depressing.
Well, yeah. And when you feel like unproductive and you feel like behind, then that's even more, that like stresses me out.
And I feel like I find a lot of my worth from my work. So when I wasn't working and like stuff wasn't performing the way I wanted it to, it's just like you dig yourself into a hole. And I kept
Yeah.
telling Selton like,
It
why
gives
am
me,
I
like,
doing
anxiety.
this? Like, I just like I feel like I'm so good at not comparing on social media. Like I stay in my lane. I know
Right.
I know like who I am, but for some reason this weekend I just like could not shake it.
That's weird.
And I think that the seeing myself in the mirror, because I'm like, when did I start thinking that way? It was seeing myself in the mirror, and then I couldn't film. Like, I literally, to film the one video that I did well,
Damn.
we had to take all my clothes outside and get dressed literally on the sidewalk next to the hotel room.
Yeah.
So it just sucked. But it was like, I loved being with Pearl and Rob. Like, we had the best time when we were with them. And like, when we were in a group of other people, I wasn't once thinking about that. But it was like,
So
the
it wasn't
minute
like
I went
it-
home, I was having really like negative thoughts. So I don't know. And I feel like I'm like giving myself like really bad anxiety.
Why?
I just like right lately, like certain moments, I will like,
Emma, you need to make a doctor's appointment and get anxiety medicine. That will probably help with your stomach. And just make a general doctor's appointment. Tell them all your things. They'll get you on anxiety medicine, and then they'll also give you they'll probably say that that's probably correlated to your stomach problems.
Yeah,
it is. And maybe you try that, and maybe that will fix your stomach problems. If it doesn't, they'll send you to a gastrointestinal doctor.
Yeah.
Come on, girl.
I'm home for 2 weeks before the next trip.
Yeah, so it has to be done within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Sultan, will you help me make the appointments tomorrow?
Thank you, Sultan.
Thank you, Saltini.
Are you gonna do it with a gastrointestinal doctor, or are you gonna go to a normal physician? Like
I'm gonna do a colonoscopy. I'm gonna do food allergy testing. I think I'm like scared to do the food allergy testing because I feel like they're gonna tell me I can't have like gluten or something.
No, you need to go to a normal doctor for the anxiety.
Okay. So then it needs to be my third appointment.
Maybe you should put on your story. Does anybody have a good like primary care doctor?
In California.
Or go to Tia. They
Okay.
do a whole like physical of everything.
Okay. Mom goes to Tia, doesn't
Yeah.
she? Okay.
You can do it. It's not that you.
I know. I don't
You
know
can
why
do
I'm
it.
like putting it off so bad. I just need to do it.
It's on the to-do list.
Sultan will help me. Okay. 2 more
You
things.
need a very low dosage of anxiety medicine. It would help you. It would improve your life.
You know what's
10
so crazy?
million.
I remember our brother's wife, Amanda, talking about this, and she was saying, this was a long time ago. I don't even know if this is an issue for her now, but she was talking about anxiety, and I was like, can you like I don't like I was like the concept of like being anxious with no reason
Didn't make sense
so
to you.
foreign
Yeah,
to me,
same.
and I'm just like, what do you mean you feel anxious
about
but you don't
what?
know what do you mean, like what are you anxious about? And she'd explain it to me, and now I like get that.
Yeah, that's was me. And I never understood like depression, anxiety. I'm like, what's there to be sad about? Like what, huh?
Yeah.
And then I experienced it in 2020 and I was like, oh shit, this is what I'm like, this is how people live every single day. Oh my God.
I literally have a
terrible.
stomach ache right now talking about it. It definitely has to be anxiety
Oh
related.
my God. It's like I've been right the whole time or something. It's like I know what I'm fucking talking about.
Okay. 2 more things. Did you see Ashley Graham is making her debut on Broadway?
Yes, I did see that.
What do you think about that?
I think that's awesome. I think she's freaking superwoman and she can do it all.
But this is my question. How is she doing that?
How is she doing it all?
No, how do you get a Broadway role without being like, I'm not saying that she's not qualified, but like she's never done this before. Like people who typically get a huge role on Broadway, is it like a PR thing, like to bring new people to Broadway? Like what's the purpose of giving a celebrity a Broadway slot?
More people. And I don't know.
Like Charli D'Amelio, right? She was on Broadway, I think, or who was it?
Yeah, Charli D'Amelio.
She was qualified. Like she's a dancer. She wasn't like singing or anything.
But it's also like how celebrities, whatever, it's kind of like they'll get into music or they'll get into acting or like it's kind of just expanding and it's just like who you know can get you a role if you want a role.
That's what I feel like it is. Like
the nepo.
So she just said, "Hey, I want to be on Broadway,"
try this, and they're like,
and her agent was like,
go.
"Okay,
yeah,
that's crazy."
That is crazy.
So would you want to be on Broadway ever?
Hell no.
I would love to be Tracy Turnblad. Get me the leading
I'm getting
role.
you a Tracy Turnblad cameo for your birthday, for your wedding, for you and Sultan's wedding. You're gonna play it at the rehearsal dinner.
Gabby's like this, guys. In lieu of my maid of honor speech,
kids in town. Hey guys, it's me, Tracy Turnblad. Emma, heard you're a big fan. I can hear the bells. Happy wedding. Literally what it's gonna be.
with her like eyeliner half on in a dark room.
Okay, this episode has gone on too long. We have to stop talking.
Well, quickly, we always cut out the best section.
Because I don't like it.
But the girls like it, I think.
I don't
the
think they
girls
do.
like it.
I don't
No?
think they do.
Well, okay, let's just do really quick. If you had to give advice on like 3 things to make you survive a music festival,
'Kay.
what would they be?
As a big girl.
No.
Mega babe, anti-chafing stick. I wore skirts, tiny booty shorts, literally like the smallest little outfits I've ever worn to Coachella ever. The only thing that got me through was the Mega Babe chafing stick. All of my comments, how do you wear, if you have big thighs, how do you wear these tiny shorts out in the summer or whatever? Anti-chafing stick. It really actually works. Number 2, face fan. Thank you, Selton. You got like the most like powerful face fan I've ever felt in my life. That saved me this Coachella weekend. Number 3, a good pair of boots that have been broken in. And portable charger. And that's all.
Okay.
Those are my necessities.
My top 3 tips. You already named some of them, so I'm not going to repeat. Number 1, if you are going to a music festival or somewhere on a trip that you've never been before and you're worried about what to expect, watch YouTube videos. Look up Coachella, like Coachella vlog, Coachella, how to survive Coachella. Like, look up those things. I feel like a lot of my anxiety when I'm doing something new is eased when I can just visually see it. Because if you know you're going to have to walk a lot, you're going to dress accordingly. If you know that you're going to be hot, you're going to bring things that are according to that. Whereas if you just show up with like no knowledge of anything, you're going to be screwed. You're going to hate it. Like that's why Remy Bader was crying on the Coachella card.
She wasn't expecting that.
Because she wasn't expecting that.
That's
she
why
didn't
I say
have
everything
on.
who asks about Coachella if they're coming their first year, I'm like, prepare to actually be exhausted. Like you have to wear comfortable shoes. It's not like a normal event. It's literally the most exhausting thing you'll ever do.
It's like when you go to Disneyland, like, you know, wear comfortable shoes. Like you're going to be walking a lot. You know, you're going to be standing in line. Like you have to prepare yourself for it. So watch a video about wherever you're going, traveling, festival, whatever, to know what's going on. Number 2, pick comfort over fashion. Who cares? Like cut the feet out of the photo, or like get your outfit photos at home and then change your feet. I've made the mistake multiple times in my life where like I pick the fashion and it's never worth it. It's never worth it.
Get your pictures at home.
Yeah, get your pictures at home, get the outfits, or just wear the sneakers. Like literally, who cares? Cut your feet out of the photos. Number 3. I feel like this is more of like for us rather than anybody else, but you should always have a time on your vacation or on an experience or going to a festival where you just put your phone away.
Yeah.
Like where you hit a point, like, okay, for the next hour, I'm not going to have my phone out. And maybe that's just really for us because we have a hard time like unplugging. But I feel like Sunday night was like so fun with Selton because I wore an ugly ass outfit. I didn't want photos in it. Like I was like, okay, it's the last day of the festival. We saw like 3 sets, and I feel like I had like the most fun time.
Right.
Because I was just like
not worrying about getting the content of it all.
Yeah, and living my life. So that's our advice to the Hefty Gals. I'm so sorry if you hate Coachella. Yeah, I honestly probably already
we'll stop talking about it, I swear, now that it's done.
Yeah, now that it's over. But I feel like we gave them a lot of tea that
you can't find anywhere else besides right here on the Hefty Gals podcast. We drop every Wednesday. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and most importantly, YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your sisters, tell your Hefties. Come on, share the good news.
Guys, send this video to your man and say, do you think I should wear that outfit?
Hey, what's the link to that bodysuit so I can send it to my girlfriend? And do you have any more pictures that you haven't posted that you can like send to me personally in it?
Welcome. You have arrived at the Hefty Girls podcast.
Bye.